Good afternoon, guys. Dill here. We are in day 2 of the Down to Flow at Home work. For anyone that is watching this, we are running off the Down to Flow, or the DTF at Home Instagram, as well as FlexiDill Instagram. So for any reason, if our line goes dead, please just realize you can swap across. Yoga conditioning is a vinyasa flow class where we are working towards making a lot of strong muscles, strong joints, because when it comes to the advanced asanas, so your arm balances, your back bends, in my view, they all come from strength and a bit of knowledge. If you know what you're doing and your body can contract in the correct way, you are going to lift one foot, both feet, and everything goes well. Today's class, you're going to need 2 things. A yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, just something big and powerful that you can put your body weight into. Today I've chosen a kettlebell. Something that can be very useful in all classes is a yoga strap. If you don't have one of those, then grab yourself a towel, a tough shirt, anything of the sort. As always, any injuries, just be careful with yourself. We're going to put a lot of pressure through the body, and if things are already hurting, then you regress. Just use this for the strength portion. If you're feeling epic, today is going to be the best day of the year, then you can start to press further and further. We're going to flow, we're going to work a lot towards our crow pose, bit of back bending, bit of koundinyasana, and let's try to have some fun with it. So, take yourself to the middle of your mat, clean it off, sit nice and tall, got my toes uncurled, closing the mouth, start to breathe through the nose, and on your first breath in, reach the arms tall, palms facing towards each other. If the back has bent, pull your ribs in. If the arms have now come forward, start to reach them up. Elevate. You can even take your arms to the ears and then start to reach tall as you can. Imagine your spine is pressed against a wall. Turn the palms forward. Reach even higher. With your bum still on your heels, try to grow. Try to grow. And now we're going to start to flick the hands. So really, really fast. Every flick, reach taller and taller and taller. Take your final big breath in, and as you exhale, take the hands forward, plant them down on the mat. Uncurl the toes, roll the shoulders back, take a big inhale, and as you exhale, push into the palms, push from the shoulders. Imagine you're trying to lift your chest and trying to dome the upper back. Pull belly button in. If an elephant walked over you right now, you wouldn't budge, you're that powerful. Push the tops of the feet into the floor. Keep breathing. Keep turning the biceps forward. Here we are protracting and externally rotating. This is going to play a big part in the practice. And on your next breath in, release down. Chest drops between the shoulders without the elbows bending. On your exhale, protract, push. We go 5 shoulder push-ups. Inhaling down. Exhale to press, don't let the elbows bend. Inhale down, exhale press, biceps still facing forward. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more, again, watch those elbows. And relax back. This time, we curl the toes under behind us. This is what's called broken toes. If you're very tight through the fascia at the bottom of the foot, the Achilles, this will get very uncomfortable. But let's try persevere. Now, reach the arms up again. Core is strong. Turn the palms towards each other. Reach to the sky. Elevate. Then turn the palms forward. Still growing taller. Start to flick those fingers. Still big, strong, smooth breaths. We go 2 more breaths here. If you want, maybe try lift the knees. Try to do it smoother than I did. 1 more breath. And on your exhale, hands come down. We walk the body weight forward, find our first downward facing dog. Feet hip distance apart, big bend in the knees, press the hips higher, relax the heels down. We can pedal through the feet now, left and right. But use your breath. Exhale to drive 1 heel. Inhale to center, exhale, drive the 2nd heel. 10 fingers spread, knuckles gripping. If your biceps are up by your ears, turn them to face forward. Shoulders away from the ears. And come to stillness. Take a big inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, start to walk the feet to the front of the mat. Legs as long as possible. Pushing down through your hands. At this point, whatever you've got at the front of your mat, make sure you can push down into it. We're going to use that. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine, bend in the knees. Exhale, pull from the core, push down through your weight. And drop this a little lower. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press down, really push down. Inhale, final time. Exhale, press into your brick or the mat. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend at the elbows, take them down to the side. Inhale, reach up, palms face each other. Exhale, create that little contraction again. Once more. Exhale, all the way down to the side. We hold here. Elbows back, projecting chest forward, engaging the muscles of the spine. On your next breath in, reach the arms tall. Exhale, take your forward fold, hands to the mat or your brick. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, lower straight to the knees. We have 5 breaths now. Turn biceps forward. Tip the weight forwards and then press the ground away. Pull your belly button up into the spine. Squeeze your bum. Even though the knees are on the floor, this should still be difficult. Pull the hands backwards so you're linking the muscles underneath your armpits to the muscles of your hips. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Relax back. We're going to move through our chaturangas. We have lots of different levels here. As soon as you start to struggle, you have found your level. Get rid of that weight. Plant the hands. Protract. Bend the elbows 1 inch. Tip out over the front of your mat. Inhale to extend. Exhale down 2 inches. Inhale to extend. Exhale down as low as you can go with the elbows tucked into the body and shoulders protracted. And hold. If you're struggling and the elbows have come out or you've dropped, then you've gone too far. Inhale to press. Whatever your body showed you right there, that is your level of chaturanga today. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Shoulders back, extend the spine. Push down through the feet and pull the elbows backwards. I'm not lifting my hands, I'm pulling them back like I'm slugging my way forward. And on a breath out, take it back. Find your down dog. Let's move through all of that a little bit faster. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step both feet to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, press down through whatever you have. Mountain pose, reaches the arms tall, grow, touch the ceiling. Exhale, elbows to the side. Inhale, launch them up. Exhale to the side once again. Inhale up. This time try to get your elbows to touch somewhere behind your bum. Really squeeze back. Then extend the arms, interlock fingers behind the bum. Inhale, reach up and away. Punch the hands through the back of the room. Bend at the knees, take a forward fold. Little bend in the knees, and now try to punch your hands up through the roof and then through the front of the room. Release the hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Pushing firmly, we have 5 breaths. Again, if you start to struggle, if the doming in the upper spine disappears, lower the knees. 4 breaths. Maybe come up onto the tops of the feet. 3 breaths. For 2. And for 1. Lower the knees or come down through your chaturanga. Exhaling down, uncurl the toes, baby cobra. Again, pulling shoulders back, neck is long. If your spine feels ready for up dog, push into the ground. Raise the thighs, and we're in our up dog. Neck is long, shoulders back to project the chest, little squeeze through the butt. And on a breath out, find your down dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring the weight forward, keep protracting. Inhale, back to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Body weight keeps coming forward. You're right onto the tiptoes of the left foot. Finally, place the right foot between the hands. Inhale, reaching arms tall. We're in our crescent lunge. We have 5 breaths to open the hips. Shoulders back. If the hands start to tingle, take them all the way down. If they're feeling good, punch them up through the ceiling. 3 breaths. Pull your ribs in. Squeeze onto the back toes. 2 breaths. Take a final inhale. Hands come to the mat. Step back, down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring the weight forward. Tip onto the toes. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward again. Slow wins the race. Place the foot between the hands. Inhale to reach up for 3, 2, and 1. We're in the pose. And again, fingers tingling, shoulders down. Really pull them into their sockets. Ribs poking out, you pull them back. Find that length. If you're feeling strong, start to elevate. Imagine you in your handstand for 2 and for 1. Bring it down. Boom. We're in our down dog. If you're jumping to the front of the mat, take your legs together. Squeeze the inner thighs, push through the hands. Try to float and land with long legs. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale. Taking it to the front. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Push down into your brick or into the mat. Straight arms, really pushing. The more you push, the more weight you can take into the hands. And again, if you're up on your fingertips or you're flapping around, use whatever you've got. Take the weight in, maybe come up onto the toes. Play with that balancing point. For 2 and for 1. Weight back into the heels. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to the side. Make 2 big fists. We're going to create external rotation. Shoulders down, elbows forward, hands moving back. Shoulders down, elbows forward, hands moving back. Like you're trying to shine your palms to the sky. Then start to pull everything back. Horizontal abduction, so opening the chest. All the contraction comes through the back of the body. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, take the hands behind. Interlock fingers behind the bum. If your shoulders are rolled forward and your neck has disappeared, take them back. Inhale, reach high. Forward fold. 2 breaths here. If you want to bring the palms together,
Pistol grip pointing up. And release the hands to the floor. Heel toe the feet apart. Sit it back. Find your way to a malasana. Breathe here. We are taking our first step into crow, bakasana. And again, with this, whether you are an advanced yogi, you've been doing this for years, you're epic, completed this pose, you regress, listen to my words. If you are a beginner doing this for the very first time, same thing, don't rush, don't jump, just try listen. Bring the hands out in front. Push an invisible wall away. Protract. So feel that, you're pushing away. Plant the hands down. Bend the elbows, I'm still pushing. Come up onto the toes, not just off the heels. Give yourself a calf workout. Squeeze up. Now we're going to take the hands down, squeeze the knees into the upper arms, take the weight forward, don't lift your feet, 5 breaths here. Squeeze the knees, squeeze the elbows, 3 breaths. For 2, and for 1. Sit back into that squat. Again, if this is very uncomfortable, try lift the bum. At worst, move onto your knees. I'm going to take that a bit further. Again, please don't rush just because you know what you're doing in crow. Protract, plant the hands, turn the elbows back. Feel all of this muscle working. Come up high onto the toes. Now try take the knees to the armpits, right behind. Tip the weight forward. The more you're up on the toes, the more you will hold. 4 more breaths. Squeeze onto the toes, squeeze elbows in, and try squeeze knees up. 2 more breaths, still protracting. 1 more breath. Sit back in to that squat. Breathe, shake the hands. Often a lot tougher than actually just going into your crow. Now we're going to go 6 breaths, raising 1 toe at a time. Not both toes, 1 toe at a time. Plant the hands down. Come up onto the toes. Take the weight forward. We're in our crow starting position. Lift the right toe. Squeeze it for your bum. That's 1 breath. Switch for your left toe. Squeeze, gripping with the knuckles. And switch. This is 3. We're halfway there. If we're feeling good, swap in the air. For 4. Elbows still in. For 5, still protracting. For 6, and lower down. If you don't feel it in your core and your hip flexors, then maybe there was a little bit of cheating. Gonna take it back through our chaturanga. If you're jumping, elbows in, land in the bottom of your plank, or just step it back. Squeeze elbows back, tip the weight forward. We float. Uncurl the toes, up dog, huge opening, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky, kick for the back. As you exhale, take the knee into the nose. Inhale, kick for the back of the room. Exhale, knee to the nose. Place the foot between the hands. That was a bit of a rush for me. Try go even smoother. Inhale, reach the arms high. Interlock fingers behind the bum. Reach the arms up and away. Push through the back of the room. And we create depth in that lunge. Try to lean back while creating length, more length. Can you reach the hands even higher? Charge the weight forward. Drop into that lunge. And releasing the hands. Sweep the arms high. Place them on the inside of the right foot. Extending the arms. Drive the weight forward. And from here, create space through the hip. Deep breaths. 2 more breaths. The more you can push the hip down, the more you're going to open it. The more you can press through the arms, the more strength you're going to create. We're now going to step it back to our high plank, go through our chaturanga. Slower the better. So come up onto the toes once again. Maybe lift the right foot, take it back, place the foot, go through your chaturanga. Protracted, elbows in, up dog, down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Take the knee to the nose. Slow, controlled, kiss the knee. Inhale back. Exhale, bring it forward. Now don't rush like I did. Keep pushing. Place the foot down. Inhale to reach tall. We're in the lunge again. Arms come round. Ooh. Embrace the wobble. Interlock the fingers. Pull arms up and away. Exhale, take it lower. Inhale. Reaching further, start to take that back bend. Still trying to create a punch through the back to create more of an opening. Oh, I got a good shake on. Release the hands. Inhale tall. Place the hands inside of the left leg. Adjust the feet, and we're in our lizard pose. Push into the ground. Pull up from the belly button. Enjoy the stretch. Remember, we've only got so much time in a day to take care of the body, so the more we can press and press, the more we get out of it. Come up onto the toes. Maybe lift the whole foot. Find your chaturanga. You can lower the knees at any point. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. We're going to meet at the front of the mat. So again, if you're jumping forward, find that protraction, that strength. Take the feet together. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Mountain pose. Huge breath in. Exhale, elbows down to the side. Interlock fingers behind the bum. Inhale, reach arms up and away. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out, release the hands. Pushing down. Step the feet apart. Sit back. Find your malasana. Allow everything to rest. How do people pull this off without sweating? Incredible. From here, we are going to have that opportunity to float into the crow. I'm going to give myself a little bit more space. We're going to mix the forward push with a back bend. So, again, do not rush this. 2 keys that stop people getting into their crow. They try to jump their feet, so they keep falling back. You need to trust the weight into your hands. If you've got something nice and soft, put it in front of your face. Protect that beautiful face. The second one is, if you're not pushing and squeezing, gravity is just going to drop you down like a cow pat. So, plant the hands. Go as far as you can in this movement. Turn the biceps forward. Feel that strength. Up onto the toes. Take the knees to the backs of the arms. Elbows always back. Bring the weight forward. I'm going to raise my right toe in towards my bum. Hold here. Maybe you tip the weight more forward. Maybe you just swap toes. Maybe both toes come up. And they're not waving at the person behind you, they're squeezing. Keep pushing for 3. We got 2 more breaths. Hold that shape for 2 and for 1. Lower it on down. Sit the weight down.
So the sensation you want to look for, the fact that I was pushing so much, I got a horrible cramp through there. Hope you couldn't tell.
Sit the weight up nice and tall. Roll your mat over to protect the knees if you want. Push into the backs, the top of the feet. Send the weight forward. So I'm going to create a back bend. Keep pushing the weight forward. We go to a camel pose. Both hands on the lower back. Pull the elbows back. Keep pushing. Imagine you're sending your chest to the sky. 2 more breaths. Look to the sky. 1 more breath. Return to vertical.
We have 2 more sets in our crow. And because this is yoga conditioning, conditioning is repetition. If you need to come down, you come down, but you hold that pose.
Bring the hands down. Find your malasana, your yogi squat. Guys who want to take it further, think about pushing so much, the elbows almost straighten. Take the weight forward. High up onto the toes. Bringing it towards the front. Push and push. 1 toe lifts. Maybe the second. We got 4 more breaths. Can you think about pushing even more? Lifting yourself high. 3 more breaths. For 2. And for 1. Sit it back down. We're back into our back opener. Any point the wrists start to hurt, you turn them over, create some flexion. So I'm going to have a chance to go a bit further. I am going to roll my mat up because I have dainty knees. Come up onto the toes. I'm going to reach for my heels. If you can't get the heels, don't flap. Take the hands back. Repeat. Do not flap. Even if you're at home by yourself, people can't see, don't be that person. Turn the palms out. Forward and out. Shoulder is open. Press the hips. Reach for the feet. And start to push the chest up. I'm pushing hard into the feet to create more opening. I'm not dropping back. This is not what we're aiming for. I'm pushing and pushing. Imagine your shoulder blades are trying to pinch together. 2 more breaths. Only at the last moment see what's happening behind you. 1 more breath. And reverse that movement. Uncurling. We take ourselves towards our crow. Final one. Shake it off. Body should be feeling good and strong now. This time, as our final progression, the final potential progression, we can look to move towards our crane. Crane is a straight arm variation, and again, to get this, you have to exert more and more strength. So I'm going to look to push into that pose from the crow. Plant the hands, follow wherever you can, turn the elbows back, up onto the toes, really take the knees high. We're into the crow, squeeze them up, and now keep pushing and pushing. Maybe the arms straighten a little bit, maybe all the way. 3 more breaths. For 2 and for 1. Sit back. It was very intense on my wrists. If you tried it or not, hopefully that wasn't too bad. Final variation. Watch those dainty knees. This time, I'm going to go all the way back into my Ustrasana, camel pose. Feet uncurled. Press the hips forward. Turn the palms out. And again, you find your level. Reaching for the feet, pushing into them. 5 breaths. For 4
For 3. Continue to push. For 2. For 1. One hand to the lower spine. Second hand brings you up. Uncurl the mat. Grab yourself a drink if you need. We are moving towards our koundinyasana, flying lizard. Again, lots of steps here. Please don't rush it. We have 3 on each leg. Build your strength from level 1. Plant the hands down. We'll do 1 flow to break it up. Down dog. Big inhale, bend the knees. Step or float to the front. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Still pushing down. Mountain pose, grow the body. Exhale, hands to heart center. Fullest, deepest breath, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. If you're floating to the back, keep straight arms to begin with. Halfway lift, breath in. Now take it back, weight into the hands. Low plank, up dog, down dog. Okay, stay with me here, still protracting, elbows not bending. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee comes forward to the elbow, maybe all the way to the armpit. Elbows still straight, still protracting. For 2, and for 1. Inhaling up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg comes to the sky. Exhale, knee to the elbow, maybe the armpit. Protract, lift from the core, squeeze up. For 2, for 1. Inhale, high. Exhale, down dog. We go again. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow, maybe armpit. Wherever you are now, take it beyond. Lock it in, squeeze it in. Maybe bend the elbows. Elbows still back. Inhale, kick for the back of the room. Exhale, down dog. Last one here. Inhale, right leg, left leg comes high. Take it to the back of the elbow. Maybe the armpit. Maybe all the way to the side. Now bend the elbows, still protracting, still squeezing. Inhale to press. 3-legged dog. Down dog. Right leg moves up and back. Exhale, take it forward, half pigeon. So your shin crosses the mat. You walk the left leg back. So it's not about taking this leg forward, it's about walking the left leg back. Push into your mat. Lift yourself again. If you've got your brick, use it to create length. So my left hand is on my kettlebell, right hand on the thigh. Pushing the back foot down. Think about inhaling to grow, exhaling to release into that space. Let's go one more breath. For anyone doing this at home, please notice my knee didn't cross the mat and I've not flopped over, so my knee is out. Everything's straight. Let's take it back, down dog. Lift the right knee, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes to the sky. Exhale, bring it forward. Find that half pigeon. Walk the foot backwards. Walk the right foot back. Find that length. I'm much, much tighter on my left. You'll all have a stronger or a weaker side. You should concentrate on that side more. Still creating that length here. So if you know that your left side is always the tighter and the weaker, most yoga teachers start on the right and then tend to give a shorter left. I'm so guilty of that. So take more time. Enjoy that stretch more. Really pressing. Check your alignment again. Left knee directly forward. Right leg, right knee pointing down. Now we've got a chance to move for that koundinyasana. So don't rush, cultivate the strength, try to listen to my words, always tough in an arm balance. Down dog. That protraction that we've spoken about, that is key, especially if you've always done koundinyasana and you flop down. So try and listen. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to the outside of the right armpit. Still protracting. Bend the elbows. Still protracting. Push down through your right leg. Maybe tip the weight forward. Maybe the back foot comes up. Still protracting, still lifting. We take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Take it back. Down dog. Give the body a second to relax, release. I'm not interested in throwing you through 1,000 repetitions. I want good repetitions. Protracting. Left knee, left inner thigh pushes down to create lift. Let's hit it again. Down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, take the knee high up to the outside. Bend the elbows, take the weight forward. Push down through the left. Tip and maybe find your flying lizard. Keep pushing for 1 and step it back. Take your down dog, right leg comes high, breath in. Half pigeon, breath out. Walk the left feet back. Roll shoulders back to create length. 2 choices. If you're ready to recline it down, that is up to you. We can continue to create a bit of space by walking the hands backwards. Let all of that settle in with the koundinyasana. How much you are pushing and pushing. Remember, as you get stronger, it becomes easier. You always get told in yoga, it should be something that is easy, never stressing yourself. But if we are weak, if we have weak muscles, weak joints, then it's not that simple. It comes with time as long as you don't skip steps. Final few breaths here. And bringing the hands down. Take it back, down dog. Don't be lazy. Push, protract, lift the leg, move to your down dog. Left leg comes high, half pigeon. Breath out. Roll shoulders back. Create length. Really continue to create that length. Push into the ground. Roll the shoulders back. And breathe. Remember, if you want to recline, if you reclined on the first side, you do that again. And last few breaths. You see, as I was explaining, left side, second side, I instantly want to keep it shorter, just to move on, but not today. From here, going to slide the right leg forward. Give myself a bit more space. Left foot to right thigh. You've got your strap or your towel. There's going to be a lot of lefts and rights here. Strapping your right foot, hold it in the left hand. Bring the foot up towards the face. And from here, we're going to reach for the opposite knee. Right hand moves for left knee. Try to look underneath your left arm.
Don't worry about reaching the foot. Think about the opening and the stretch in the left side of the body. Breathe through here. Create that opening more and more. And now, if it's there, if it feels good, reach for the foot. And continue that opening, that big side bend. Last 2 breaths. Flex the foot up and release. Support yourself up. Be gentle. Muscles on the lower half of the spine, obliques, quadratus lumborum, get so locked up if we slouch. So if you don't slouch, don't worry about this. Extend your left leg out. Right leg comes to the side. Use your strap to lasso. Again, right hand, left foot. Left hand goes for the right knee. Big breath in. Exhale, try and look underneath the armpit. Flex the foot. This is my much tighter side. So again, I'm not just trying to grab for the foot. I'm finding the point that the stretch is the most. 2 more breaths. Flex the foot high. 1 more breath. And release. Return to vertical. Turn to face the front of the mat. Feet as wide as the mat. Just going to create a little twist. So drop the knees to the right, body still faces forward. Drop it to the left. We go once more each way. I'm still trying to face my chest forwards. Exhale. We're going to take our final big stretch. This shoulder extension is one of my favorites. It's the ultimate working person's stretch, the ultimate vinyasa stretch. So, taking the hands behind, fingers pointing backwards, big bend in the elbows. And I'm actually turning my elbows out, so they're not trying to connect, they're turning out. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, walk the bum forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, walk the bum forward. Once more. And now you can enjoy the stretch. Drop one shoulder, drop the other, turn to the right, turn to the left. And bring yourself out. At this point, I would hugely recommend dropping down to your Shavasana, because all of that yang, all of that push should be counteracted with a bit of yin. Take a moment to let all of that settle in. Beginners, if you're just learning that strength, that bravery, amazing. Guys on the more advanced side, through your crow and your koundinyasana, remember, they are poses but also transitions. If you keep creating more and more strength, at this point really working, then every posture and transition becomes available to you. If you just settle and you say, no, I've nailed crow, I've nailed flying lizard, then you're correct. And that is that. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste.